Hey there. You have found the Highs and Low podcast, and I'm your host, Renee Estrada. I have a passion for my hometown of Kansas City, so this show is all about giving those local businesses and entrepreneurs an additional platform to share their vision, their why, and of course, their highs and lows. Join us every Wednesday for new episodes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Highs and Low. I'm here with somebody that I have no clue who this guest is at all. I'm here with my sister-in-law, Renee Estrada Breeze, and she's here to talk to us about Longboards Wraps and Bowls. Never been there before, but I've heard it's good. Welcome.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, good. Yeah, nice meeting you.
For the first time ever.
Yeah, never met you before in my life.
Yeah. I mean, we're just sisters.
Yeah.
Just me and you.
Yeah.
Nobody else is involved.
No. There's no one of significance that needs to be involved in this relationship.
Nope.
Nobody that asked for a shout out and we said no.
No. Nope. We're just sisters.
Just sisters. Okay, so for those people who have not been around longboards, had longboards before, give us like a quick description of what kind of food you guys serve, like what's the vibe?
Yeah, so Longboards has been around for 19 years.
Oh my gosh.
I believe 19, 20 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we serve wraps and bowls, obviously. It's in the name. But our owner, he kind of took it in as he's lived in all these different places. So he's kind of taken like Hawaii, California, Japan, China, Mexico, everywhere he's been, he's kind of pulled all of the foods in and brought it to Longboards. So all of our wraps are very unique, I think.
Yeah.
They're very different. There's a lot of people who kind of like are scared of trying new things.
Yep.
But when they do try it, they love it. And that first person that comes in for the first time, they'll come in and get our most popular, let's say, the Cabo Chicken.
Yeah.
And I'll see them back the next day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that happens quite often, actually.
Yeah. And then after, of course, and I will say I'm very basic, I'm still ordering the Cabo Chicken or Cabo beef because it is very good. But would you say usually the next day they're back, they're like, okay, I'm ready to try something new? Or they're like, it's a repeat?
Yeah, they repeat. Once they get on the most popular, then they stick to it. Mm-hmm. Let's say I say, another most popular is Thai chicken. Yeah. Then they'll try that for the very first time, and they won't try something else different because they're like, this is so good. Yeah. How would the next thing be as good? Which it is. Yeah. I mean, if you try not every single thing, because we got a lot of things on our menu.
Yes, so many things.
But I have tried every single thing on our menu, and it's so good in every different way you can think of.
And I like, too, that you guys are very customizable, that you have the wraps, you have the bowls, you also have spring rolls, I believe there's hummus as well, all types of these different things, but you can modify it however you want and, add different things. And, of course, some of these variations are very odd, as you say, like the fusion is fusioning.
Yes, it's crazy how good everything comes together. I mean, you wouldn't think that guac and pico and chipotle ranch can make this amazing wrap, or pineapple and spicy Chinese, or, it's just insane how good our wraps can be. And for example, if somebody gets a Cabo Chicken that they love so much, I'll be like, well, if you want to change it up a little, I like to add Fritos.
Ooh,
I love the crunch of our Fritos.
Yes.
But you can also make it, which is a hidden menu. I don't know if anybody knows this. Ooh. It's called Make It Awesome. And you add spread cheese, Fritos, and jalapenos.
Okay, no, I didn't know this.
This was like from way back when we first opened. It was kind of like a hidden menu type thing.
Like before hidden menus were like a thing.
Yeah. And so now those people who do know us and have been with us for so many years, they ask, oh, I want to make it awesome. And then the person behind was like, make it awesome? What is that?
You're like, hold on. Yeah. I need to know.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. The business that the owner has created that has come into so many different wraps, so many different ways of trying different styles of food, and everything is made in-house. We have different specials monthly, if not every 2 weeks. So if you go in so much, like I do have a lot of regular customers, they do look for those specials that come in different, on occasion.
Yeah.
And they want to try that because they have tried almost single thing on the menu. Yeah. So
do the specials, are they only for a certain location, or is it across all of them?
Across all of them.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
So if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, we do promote our specials and tell you what's coming up. This week, I believe, is the San Diego Rito.
Ooh, okay.
So it's kind of like a sushi in a wrap.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to branch out.
It's really good. Yeah. But it's different. I mean, you see something and you're like, wow, I wouldn't have think having a nori, sushi roll inside of a wrap.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah. It's I feel like we all remember, what was that, 2012, when sushi burritos became a first thing. Longboards had the idea way before.
Yeah, definitely. He's come up with so many things. It's just amazing how good it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, another big special of ours that everybody talks about is our macaroni.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. The macaroni's fantastic.
So good. But that's only on occasion.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking about it because we don't bring
Don't get excited.
I know. I'm sorry. But our most popular is the Cabo Chicken and Cabo Steak.
Yeah.
If you want to branch out and try something different, try the pork luau or the spicy crab. But yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah.
But you have to open your palate a little.
Yeah. Get creative. Don't just stick to the basics.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you guys do something whenever Mahomes was first big? There was a Mahomes wrap or something like that kind of went viral for a little bit.
Yeah. It was Bring It Mahomes.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
It was I can't remember exactly what was in it. I want to say it was our chili.
And I feel like ketchup had to be, because it was around the time.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it, right? Because when he was putting ketchup on the steak.
Yes. I think it was a barbecue ketchup thing we did.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
So talking more about Gilbert, the owner, do you know, is there kind of a story of how he came up with this, or is this just all of his favorite foods so he can always get them?
Well, I don't know exactly how he came up with it, but he used to be a chef in Kansas City.
Nice.
I can't remember the exact name, but it was off the plaza, I believe.
Nice.
And he was a huge chef down there, and then he kind of wanted to do his own thing and make
something
his
more
own
low key.
Yeah, and when he came up with this idea, him and his family ran with it, and I mean, it's been open for 20 years. We have 6 locations. We're about to open our 7th location.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's anywhere close to me, but still, I'm very excited for all of the people. And correct me, it's over in Kansas is where the new one is?
The new one will be in Kansas. It's off of, I think it'll be 135th and Metcalf.
Oh, nice.
Is the new location.
Very busy area.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I can't believe it. And you did speak a little bit about, obviously, it's kind of Gilbert and his family have been very entwined in the business. Would you say that that's kind of a good piece of information, a good background of the entire business model, is that it is family run and family operated?
Yeah, definitely. When I first came in, it was all family, basically, and a few friends of the family. And now it's just become this big, huge family. Even people that we just hire becomes family.
Yeah.
We're all about family and love, and we want to try to make everybody happy, and our place is just fun. And if you work there, or if you work there, I would like to say everybody has had a good experience with us. But yeah, I mean, my family, for example, all 3 of my kids have worked there. A couple other family members, my brother has worked there.
You have a brother? That's so weird.
But yeah, even my kids now, they all work there except for my daughter. She had just had a baby, so she had to take a little bit of a break.
There you go, Jazzy. There's your shout out.
And then my boys work there. They're managers now. And then my son's about to take on the new location. And then Gilbert's boys, they all work there now. And the other owner that has come in, John, his boys work there, except for I think the youngest can't work there yet.
Yeah. So it really is the epitome of a family run and operated business.
Yes.
Like everybody is involved.
Yes. The wives, everything.
It just, it brings everybody in. You're like, oh no, that's your thing. And then all of a sudden everybody's pitching in.
Yes. It's been amazing. I mean, that's why I've been there for so long is I just can't leave because it's so loving and caring and kind, and I just can't leave.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. So how did you, I mean, obviously you started at the bottom. Now you have worked your way up, but how did you get your start with longboards?
Oh gosh.
Years and years ago.
So probably about 16, 17 years ago, I was at home with my kids, and I was stay-at-home mom, and I was talking to my sister about, my other sister, about wanting to look for a job. And her sister-in-law and brother-in-law had just opened Longboards 2 years prior to me talking about this. And she was like, well, I've told you, go work at Longboards. You know, it's a great place to work at. And so I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll go back to work. That week, I had told my sister about this. I got a phone call from her brother-in-law, Gilbert, saying, hey, come and work for us, please.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like hesitant about going back. And then finally I was like, that's fine. I'll go back to work because my kids were in school.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
So I only worked about 3 days a week, but I loved it. It was amazing. And that's, gosh, 16, 17 years ago. And I've been there ever since.
Yeah.
And
you were like, oh, I don't know if I want to. And just kidding. You're like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what he has grown now, just to watch him build this amazing restaurant and to be a part of it has been, I'm blessed.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, obviously, I'm very biased because this is my family as well, but they're all so welcoming that I see what you mean of once new people come in, they do immediately feel like family, that it's just like, you don't have a choice. You're going to feel loved and welcomed by being here. So hope you enjoying where you work.
Yes, that's what we try to give out, and we try to show to all of our customers as well, as we're a family, no matter what.
Yeah. So we were discussing, you don't technically have a job title for all that you do. What exactly do you do for Longboards besides anything and everything?
Well, I started from the bottom, obviously. I started register and expo and wrapping and then prep. Then I became into prep as far as helping make all of their foods. And once I became involved in every single thing of this restaurant, and then I was the GM for one shop for a little bit. And then, and now I go to all the shops now. To make sure every single shop is almost exactly the same, because we want to keep every shop pretty similar.
Yeah.
You know, especially with our food. Our food is number one, is key.
Making sure that the recipes are same across the board.
Yes. So that's what I do. I just go and make sure all the shops are good, but also their food is delicious.
Oh, darn, I have to go to this location today. So almost like manager of the managers, pretty much like you're kind of just overseeing everything from over the top as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. So without naming other Hawaiian island food establishments, obviously there are a few others out there in Kansas City. What would you say makes you different, makes you stand out? Obviously, you've been around a little longer, I believe, than most of these. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think standing out is for sure with just our food. And, of course, our service.
Yeah.
I feel like when we go into each shop, we want to make sure we're all happy and make the customers feel like home, because that's what it is. It's our home.
Yeah.
But also, when they see something, you think about what you're getting, right? You think about your food, and you're like, oh, this has got to taste like this. And that's what we want to try to bring, is that flavor, that burst of flavors, and just this amazing, I don't even know the right words to say, because you know, you want everything all in one. You want to go in, be happy, be a family, be loved, but then the burst of amazingness of food.
Yeah. The make it awesome.
Yeah. Make it awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the best way to describe it, probably.
Yeah. Obviously, you also offer a lot more things than some of these other places, but I see what you mean also, because the making everyone feel like family doesn't just stop with the people that work there. It's you want every single person that walks through that door to be like, oh, wow, I feel the energy in this place. There's always music bumping. When you walk in, it's a hello, like everyone's greeting you. They're like, welcome in. Like, ask us any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. But we also don't want that, what's it called? Where somebody, it's a constant, like, same thing. You're like, hey.
Monotony.
Yeah. Every day is different.
Yeah.
Every person is different. And that's what we want to try to show too, is like, we want to have that person come in and be like, oh, hey, that person is amazing. And then the next day, another person greets them, be like, wow, they're amazing too, but in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, it's very cool. We don't want that same old, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You want something different. And I think that's what we bring too, is not just our food being amazing. It's just the same, but it's different, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
That's so weird.
No, I totally get that. Because, you don't want, everybody has like a favorite bartender or like a favorite server at like somewhere that they go to regularly. But it's like, you don't want just like that one person. You want all of your employees to be giving such great service. They're like, oh my gosh, like I just love everyone that works here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Who is the coolest person you've ever served at Longboards, or some of them?
Oh gosh.
I know you've gotten to meet like a lot of cool people.
Yeah, we have. We have met a lot of celebrities actually, and just cool people in general. I mean,
Everybody's cool. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
Who's the coolest celebrity you've met?
Yeah, I was gonna say our customers are very cool. But yeah, celebrities. I mean, we've met a lot of celebrities actually. Hilary Swank came in.
Wait, what? Yeah. I don't think I knew this one.
Yeah.
I was leading into Tech 9. That's who I was expecting.
Yes, Tech 9. A lot. I mean, I can't.
Chiefs players, right? You've had a couple
lot
of
of
Chiefs
players, yes. And hopefully one day they'll kind of throw out our name.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We did Kelsey Jam last year.
Yeah.
That was fun. We met him kind of. He was so busy, you know. He kind of
in the vicinity of Travis Kelce.
Right.
That's all you need to say.
We're hoping this year, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool to see all these people come in who love our food, but just kind of themselves, because they know they can come in and just be them.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. So obviously you weren't there at the very beginning of them opening, the concept and, trying to build everything from the very, very bottom. You still came in at the early point. But since you've been with the business for that long, can you speak a little bit on anybody that is thinking about wanting to open a food establishment? What are some challenges that you've kind of seen the business go through? And any advice just in general of somebody wanting to do something along those lines?
Yeah, definitely. Watching him build this restaurant has been amazing to see, but also hearing some of his stories is very hard. You put in all of your hours to make sure the restaurant is good, the food is good, your people are good. So then you want to be there 24/7. And I know our owner, Gilbert, did that. He was there, day and night for years. And then finally when he was able to get a few good people and he was able to kind of step away and be at home for a few hours.
Yeah.
But opening a restaurant is tough. It's so tough. There was times I know they struggled. They were questioning if they were going to be able to go on or even branch out and opening another shop.
Yeah.
That's scary too, is opening another shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You don't think it's going to be as good, or you're worried about the food moving on to the next shop for sure. But yeah, it's a lot.
Just being prepared, as you said, like you are putting your blood, sweat, and tears. You do not have free time, especially with a food establishment, that there's so much time on the back end that has to go into even beyond just the open hours.
Yeah.
That it's like, be prepared. You were going dark for a couple of years, most likely.
Yeah. And it's even, when you close up shop, you have to make sure A, B, C, and D are done before you can leave and go to bed.
Yeah.
Or make sure your employees are safe and good before you end a day.
Yeah.
It's crazy everything you have to remember.
So I should have asked this before we got on this topic, but so you spoke that you guys got to do Kelsey Jam. Are there any other cool opportunities that you guys have gotten to do, like partnerships or really cool events that you're like, that was something fun that I would have never expected Longboards to do?
We've done a lot of different things like that, but Kelsey Jam was probably one of our good big ones that we've done. We've done Operation Breakthrough with them as well.
Yeah.
We've done a lot with them, which is good. We also help raise for them. I think we promote when we sell maybe a special, a lot of our portion will go to Operation Breakthrough too. So look out for that on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they donate. They're very giving. I mean, what they give throughout the year is just amazing to me. I mean, to the high schools, to football teams, little leagues. I mean, it's just churches. It's amazing what they do.
Yeah. I like seeing that too, that's the most important part of being a local business, is that you are super involved in the community and giving back, because the community has supported you, so you want to give right back.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, so wrapping up, do you want to tell us where all your locations are and how to find you guys on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have, like I said, we're about to have 7 locations. Our first one was in Gladstone. That was the one we started 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Then we have Liberty, we have St. Joseph, Lee Summit, Mission, Overland Park, and then the 135th and Madcap. We're hoping maybe June or July.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see. But you can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Just look us up on longboardswrapsandbowls.com.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thank you so much for coming on. I mean, you didn't have a choice, but I was like, hey, come be on the podcast. And she's like, I said, come be on the podcast.
I was like, okay.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
And talking about longboards that I just love and live.
Yep.
Really.
Yep, you do live it. And I mean, I live and love it as well. So, all right. Thank you so much. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye.